Hello to all of you who are watching us. Welcome to the Good Morning Show. Today, we are here to discuss about marriage and also to spend some good time. I was chatting with some friends the other day, a group of three. One of them is married and the other one isn't. We were arguing about who was happier, and I thought the one who isn't married was happier because many people get married every day, but how many of those marriages are really functional? How many of the people who get married are actually happy?
Let me tell you that there are many married people who are extremely happy. And now that you mention it, I remember that I read an article from Harvard about a study that they made from some ex-students of the prestigious school from a young age till their 80s to see how their happiness developed throughout their lives. And they concluded that the majority of the people were happier with someone else at the end of their lives. And, well, it's Harvard. You know, they should be right.
Well, I'm single and happy. The society marked a stereotype that states that people should be happier if they get married. Since forever, they have made us believe that the way of reaching the happiness of our lives is through marriage, and I don't think we should lay our happiness in the hands of others.
I completely agree with Alexa.
Well, if you say it like that, I also agree. In fact, it does say in the study that people are happy with someone else and not necessarily married. Sorry, my mistake.
Thinking about it in that way, marriage is overvalued. We have always been taught in Disney movies, for example, that a prince and a princess become a couple and it ends up with a typical happy ending.
Right. We don't need someone to be happy.
Actually, don't you think that single people should be happier than married people?
Well, that's a controversial topic because let me tell you something. Did you know that research made by Eliakim Kislev showed that unmarried people have a unique advantage because they tend to be more active socially than couples. Therefore, sometimes they are even happier than their married counterparts.
That is so interesting. But then, answer me a question. You're saying that married people are not happy or that they can be happy? Because I don't totally understand that.
Well, not necessarily. It's just that when people like widows, divorced, or even people who haven't even got married, show more signs of happiness when they are around others than couples.
Well, then that answers the question.
But that doesn't mean marriage should be something bad, right?
But that's the thing. No one talks about the negative parts of marriage, like infidelity, domestic abuse, gender labels, and a bunch of other things.
As I see it, it's more about convenience.
What do you mean by that?
Older people, mostly women, when they retire, suffer from financial problems, since their circulation of money is not the same as it used to be.
Also, talk about when people used to be more conservative. I'm not saying that there are not conservative people now, but in other times the situation was different.
True. Speaking about conservative people, it is usually women who depend on the man, in this case the husband, to continue to have money, making their economic status one of their major priorities.
So let's get to the point. Do you think marriage actually has something to do with people's happiness? Or is it just a way of living that society has led us?
I personally think that happiness doesn't come to you by getting married or not. Each person should define their own happiness by their own or with someone else. Each person should find a way to create feelings of joy, contentment, or satisfaction.
Same. Answering Diego's question, I think many people have this perspective that happiness is a synonym of being married, and I don't see that as something good.
I also think that. No matter if you're married or unmarried, you should find your own happiness within yourself and don't let your happiness depend on someone else. Live your life the way you want. Get married or don't. Whatever that makes you happy.
Thank you all for watching. Now we go into the commercial shorts.
Hey, you! Yes, you! Are you tired of fights with your partner? Tired of infidelity, toxic arguments, abuse? we bring you the solution: divorce. If you are not married, save the paperwork. Don't get married. If you are not religious, save yourself to the long ceremony in a couple. And if you don't agree with the government, save yourself for the civil wedding. Live your life without worrying about commitment and better focus on yourself.
No more other halves.